Democratic rights. Democratic rights of citizens. Section 3. Every citizen of Canada has the right to vote in an election of members of the House of Commons or of a legislative assembly, and to be qualified for membership therein. In virtually all of modern Canadian history, we have understood the right of every citizen to vote as an expansive right. We have made it bigger. We have allowed more people to vote every time a decision has been made, until recently, when we decided that less people should vote who are citizens, and it includes people who have lived outside the country for more than 5 years. And recently, an appellate court has actually upheld this decision to limit this right. And I find this troubling. So this is something that we should be aware of. It's something we should care about. And we should be perfectly clear that this statement of the Charter has no qualifications in it. If you're a citizen, you get to vote. There are reasonable limits to allowing someone to vote, such as making sure that they are as the citizen they say they are. And these are some of the requirements that have been played with in this new act. The problem is that they're being used, I would argue, strategically to try to make it harder for some people to vote than others. That's not to say that it's necessarily a violation of their rights. I would argue in some cases it is, and I would say certainly in the case of people who've been outside the country that this is an arbitrary limitation. But ultimately, the goal should be, in whatever way, shape, or form, we should be facilitating this right, not trying to find limitations to it. You know, I believe that the right to vote also includes the right not to vote. So if somebody feels that they don't want to vote, to me that's an acceptable choice to make. What concerns me is that people don't recognize this right and its importance, and don't really give weight to the fact that if your voice is not heard, you are underrepresented. And so ultimately, by large numbers of people not voting, they're saying they're comfortable not having themselves be represented, and that they're comfortable with other people with other views being represented. I would simply put it to them as that. I wouldn't say go vote because you have to or because you should. I'd say go and vote because if you've thought about it, it's in your interest to do so.